In recent years, the United States has witnessed a significant demographic shift, an exodus of taxpayers from traditionally blue states. States like California, New York, Illinois, and others have experienced substantial emigration, with residents citing high taxes, soaring costs of living, and crime as primary reasons for their departure. Meanwhile, these states have turned to immigration, both domestic and international, to offset population losses and bolster their economies. In today's video, we'll explore which blue states are experiencing this trend, the reasons behind the taxpayer flight, where these taxpayers are relocating, and how blue states are attempting to combat the issue. Please subscribe to our channel and help us create more content. Let's dive in. California, long viewed as a land of opportunity, is now leading the nation in emigration. From 2020 to 2023, the state lost more than 500,000 residents, marking its first population decline in history. High taxes are one of the main culprits. California's top marginal income tax rate of 13.3% is the highest in the country, and its overall tax burden consistently ranks among the nation's most onerous. On top of that, the median home price in the state exceeds $750,000, more than double the national average. The soaring cost of living has made it increasingly difficult for middle and high-income earners to justify staying. Residents are leaving for more affordable states like Texas, Arizona, Nevada, and Idaho. Texas, in particular, has become a popular destination due to its lack of state income tax, lower housing costs, and business-friendly policies. Between 2020 and 2022, Texas welcomed over 100,000 former Californians, many of whom are high-income earners. To combat this trend, California has launched a series of initiatives, including investments in housing, infrastructure, and renewable energy. Governor Gavin Newsom has pledged billions to streamline housing construction and reduce homelessness. At the same time, California is actively attracting immigrants to fill labor gaps in industries like agriculture and technology. The state has also implemented progressive policies, such as granting driver's licenses and healthcare access to undocumented residents, to make California a welcoming place for immigrants. Despite these efforts, critics argue that California's policies do little to address the root causes of the exodus. New York has experienced one of the sharpest population declines in recent years, losing nearly 400,000 residents between 2020 and 2023. Much of this loss is concentrated in New York City, where the cost of living is among the highest in the world. The state's tax structure exacerbates the issue, with a top income tax rate of 10.9% and high property taxes adding to residents' financial burdens. Combined with rising crime rates in urban areas and an increasingly remote workforce, New York has seen an exodus of both individuals and businesses. Florida is the primary destination for New Yorkers. Between 2020 and 2022, Florida gained over 300,000 new residents, many of whom are former New Yorkers seeking no state income tax, lower property taxes, and a warmer climate. Miami, in particular, has become a hub for professionals relocating from New York, as it offers a thriving financial sector and a lower cost of living. To address the exodus, New York has launched initiatives like the Green Chips program, which offers tax credits to semiconductor manufacturers and other industries to retain businesses and jobs. The state is also investing heavily in public transportation and infrastructure to improve quality of life. Additionally, New York continues to rely on immigration to counterbalance its population losses. The state has welcomed thousands of immigrants in recent years and offers support programs like tuition assistance for undocumented students under its DREAM Act. Illinois, particularly the city of Chicago, has been losing residents for nearly a decade. In 2022 alone, more than 141,000 residents left the state, continuing a trend that has severely impacted its economy. High taxes play a significant role in this exodus, with Illinois having one of the highest property tax rates in the nation. The state's flat income tax rate of 4.95% also fails to attract businesses and high-income earners looking for more favorable tax structures. The rising crime rate in Chicago has further fueled departures. In 2022, Chicago recorded over 650 homicides, and property crimes remain a significant issue. For families and professionals, safety concerns have become a deciding factor in leaving Illinois. many are moving to nearby states like Indiana and Wisconsin, or further south to Tennessee and Florida, where the cost of living is lower and safety is less of a concern. Illinois is attempting to stem the tide through investments in infrastructure, education, and public safety. Governor J.B. Pritzker's administration has also prioritized job creation in sectors like clean energy and advanced manufacturing. On the immigration front, Illinois is a sanctuary state that offers various support programs for immigrants, including language training and job placement services. By welcoming new residents, particularly immigrants, Illinois hopes to stabilize its declining population and sustain its economy. While the emigration from New Jersey and Massachusetts is not as severe as in California, New York, or Illinois, these states are also grappling with population losses. New Jersey's high property taxes, the highest in the nation, have been a major driver of departures. Many residents are moving to states like Pennsylvania, Delaware, and Florida. Massachusetts, on the other hand, has seen population declines driven by high housing costs and a colder climate that pushes retirees to warmer states like Florida and South Carolina. Both states have been investing in housing and economic development to attract new residents and retain existing ones. Massachusetts, in particular, has ramped up efforts to attract international students and skilled immigrants to bolster its tech and healthcare sectors. In the face of taxpayer flight, blue states are increasingly relying on immigration to maintain their populations and economies. California, New York, and Illinois are among the top destinations for immigrants, both legal and undocumented. These states have implemented policies that make them more welcoming, including offering access to healthcare, education, and other public services, regardless of immigration status. California, for example, has leveraged its immigrant workforce to sustain its agricultural and tech industries. Similarly, New York relies heavily on immigrants in its healthcare sector, while Illinois has integrated immigrants into advanced manufacturing. These efforts not only help fill labor shortages, but also inject diversity and innovation into local economies. The IRS reports stark financial impacts from emigration. In 2021 alone, California lost $29.1 billion in adjusted gross income, while New York saw a reduction of $24.5 billion. By contrast, Florida gained $39.2 billion, and Texas gained $10.9 billion during the same period, reflecting the influx of high-income earners. Meanwhile, immigration has offset some of these losses. In 2022, California welcomed over 200,000 new immigrants, while New York experienced a net increase in its foreign-born population. However, critics argue that relying on immigration is a short-term solution and fails to address the root causes of domestic emigration. What do you think? Are blue states taking the right steps to combat this exodus, or are they risking long-term economic decline? Let us know in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more insights into the changing dynamics of the United States. See you in the next video.